Hello and welcome to Cornish Walking Trails. Today we're in the 1970s. This is really special. This is a time capsule of a 1970s shop and we're going to explore it today in this video. It's amazing. In a quiet Cornish town, you will find a quiet little shop that has not changed in over 50 years. If you remember the 70s, you will love this video. I am in a time capsule. This is a shop frozen in time in Saltash. And I don't know where to look first. There is so much here from my childhood. All those bits from my childhood are just coming to the forefront of my brain. Mintos! Sherbet fountains. And it is amazing. One of the first things I recognise is that Tunis cake.
Tunis cake, oh god, yeah, that's right, it's a sponge, wasn't it? Yeah,
sponge covered in chocolate. It's Madeira cake actually, isn't it? I think.
Yes, that's right, it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah, you're right,
yeah. Used to have that box in
That's
there.
right, absolutely, yeah.
I actually preferred the sponge cake covered in chocolate than fruit cake. It's amazing. I got the tins of pink salmon up there. Prince's pink salmon. Peaches. Oh, look at it. Wow, I don't know what to show you first. It is mind-boggling. How did this come about? The person that owned this shop was called Frank Elliot. And in the 1970s, when decimalisation came in, he was in his 70s and he didn't embrace it. He shut shop and decided he wasn't going to do it. He also didn't want to pay business rates. So he kept the stock in the shop. In fact, over the next few years, for the rest of his life, he consumed some of the stock. Let me show you this. The pink salmon I showed you earlier. A tin of pink salmon. He undid the bottom. His actual aim was to have this as a museum and to show people exactly what a grocery store was like back in the 1970s. The time when you walked down the high street and you had a shopping list and you picked up from various shops, the bakers, the fishmongers, the cheese, I don't know what you called it in our town, it was called the cheese board, the individual traders that supplied your week's groceries. This was one of them in Saltash. I'm overwhelmed. I've just spotted a Christmas pudding. I remember my nanny buying those. Amazing. Isn't it fabulous?
Oh, it's incredible, isn't it? It's like literally stepping back in time, isn't it?
Yeah. What have you spotted that's from your childhood?
I haven't had a proper look round yet.
Oh, look, can I point something out that I used to beg my mum to buy?
Angel Delight.
Angel Delight, and it's the raspberry flavour. That was my absolute favourite. And look here, what's this? The beer. And it's got the old Imperial money value.
Of course it would. Yeah, so this, I think, shut in 71, this place.
1971,
yeah,
okay.
And I think the reason he basically decided to close it down was decimalisation coming in, and also I think the business rates, I think.
An objector.
Yeah.
From what we understand, Frank Elliot was quite a character, well-known person in the town. He was obviously objecting to business rates, he didn't want decimalisation, and at the back of the store he lost half his garden when they wanted to develop the road, and he wasn't happy about that either.
I think I'd be a bit teasy about that as well, wouldn't you?
So he seems to have been quite a character, and good on him. Look what we've got, it's amazing.
I tell you what this reminds me of, Sarah.
What?
It's probably a bit of a cliche, but it's Arkwright's, isn't it? From open all hours. That's what it feels like when you walk in. It's literally, it's amazing, isn't it? It's
now
really
that you've
amazing.
mentioned that,
yeah.
the bike's over there.
Shall I go and look for Granville? He might be out the back.
Or having his fingers bitten off by the till.
If we carry on, Nurse Emmanuel will come in.
Nurse Gladys Emmanuel.
Remember her?
Yeah.
So Frank pretty much ate and drunk his way through this shop. So once he closed it in 1971, he would come and help himself because it was all here, and why wouldn't you? But he was really careful. I think you explained earlier on, wasn't it? So when he opened up the packaging, he did it really carefully so he could still display the tins and the cans.
And get to his aim of a museum, wasn't it?
He clearly didn't like jam.
Oh!
Yeah, because these here, this is actually, I don't know if I can reach in and get one.
So does the lid pop? Is it still good?
Well, I don't think they'll like
No,
us to
but
do that.
you can just, look, it's still sealed. If that pops up and down, it means the seal's broken, but it's not popping up and down.
This jam is older than me.
It is!
Yeah, but it's not as old as you.
Cheeky. So if anybody's old enough to remember Robertson's jam, you will remember the logo that went with it. And I'm struggling to get in here at the moment. But on the back of the bottles was printed this little character, and if you collected enough of those little tokens and sent them off to Robertson's, you got a brooch of that character and you could wear it. And I remember my nanny getting one or two of those because my granddad used to cut his bread so thin the jam was twice the depth of the bread, and we used to say, "You having a bit of bread with that jam, Grandad?"
This is one of my favourites, the Reckitt's Blue.
Sarah, have you
Yes.
got £1.65 I could borrow?
Possibly.
So Courage are doing a holiday beach offer, and you get a beach towel and a beach ball, and I've basically got to send them £1.65 and 2 tokens from a 2 6-can pack of Courage light ale or brown ale. That's all right, isn't it?
Sounds like a good deal.
Oh, I know. When does the offer close? 30th of November 1972.
What?
Oh, I think I just missed out on that one.
Sherbet fountains. And Maynard's original wine gums. My granddad used to eat a packet of those every week. Brian and May. Safety matches. Oh, goodness me. Oh, look. Ketchup. What I like about the ketchup bottles is it's in ounces. 12-ounce jar. None of this millilitres. He wasn't having any of that. It's amazing. What else can we find? Bags of Imperial leather. all done up in the original packaging. See, my mum bought pears and it used to smell amazing. It was like semi-opaque, wasn't it?
It's gone out of them now, to be honest.
Has it? Yeah, it doesn't. No fragrance in that one there. Not like the Imperial leather.
No, that's right.
That still has its potent fragrance. It's like it was made yesterday. Dental cream with cardol and a free ball pen. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Mintos, Nuttall's Mintos.
Oh, I like them.
Do you remember them?
remember
You
them,
do remember
yes.
them. The original packaging for dairy milk. And I remember buying these as a child.
Obviously, our decimalisation came in.
Yeah.
My mum talks about it, and I don't quite fully understand. What would 2 and 6 be then?
Yeah, look, there's a scale there. Look, by the side, see the
Oh yes, here we are. Over here.
Yeah. So every.
Okay.
So you were asking what 2 and 6 would be?
Yeah. Oh gosh, look at that.
12.5p.
All right. Well, I'll have one of them then. That's all right. Kind of funny, if that's the case.
Yeah, funny you mention that.
Yeah, that's without inflation.
Oh, okay, fair enough. That's all right. So they obviously put that together to help people with the change over to decimalisation, then.
Because bearing in mind, see, he used to flick and was still shot from the side door, like I told you, sort of thing. So he probably used that sort of thing as a guidance. Yeah. And the till over there, you were talking about open all hours. Well,
Yes.
if you go to put that till back in again.
Where's the till? It's over here, is it?
Yeah.
Well,
That's the till.
Is this the till?
The old money's still in there. If you pull
That's
the
the till.
Yeah, if you pull the till out of that, pull the.
Is it going to bite my hand off?
No, it's all right. Go
Is
back
it locked?
In. Yeah, no, it should be open.
Oh
Just
yeah.
wanna-
God crikey, that's heavy. Oh wow!
And one of the stewards that was here, he's left now, he's passed away. Right.
Sixpence.
We didn't have a key to start with, and eventually we found the key.
Yeah.
And he opened it and pulled it out like that there, and he could lift the top off because it used to give a running toe.
Oh yes,
through there.
yeah. Through there, the
Yeah.
paper would feed through that.
Yeah. And then he lifted up the top, and there's a £5 note in it.
An old one.
Right, yeah. So, a £1 note, sorry, a £1 note. Right, which is in the case upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Right, and he probably wondered where on earth where that went to, because the thing is that
I sure put it in there. Yeah, a lot of money, isn't it? Yeah.
I want to see what's in the back.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
Now that is actually a decimalised 10p, isn't it? So that would be from after decimalisation. Okay, and this is the older coins. Oh wow! Look at that.
See, when school children come here, we put the money out on a thing and show them the old money sort of
Threepenny
thing.
bit.
Yeah.
My nanny always used to say, "Threepenny bit."
Yeah.
What was the one with the wren on it?
That was a halfpenny or a penny. No, there's one in there, I think.
Oh, that is stiff. So that's a sixpence, isn't it? That was a sixpence.
Threepenny bit.
Threepenny bit is that one.
Have we come across it yet?
That's a penny, isn't it? Was that
Yeah,
a
it's
penny?
a penny. Yes, a penny. Yeah.
Oh, there's something else in here. There'd be a shilling here. Is that a shilling?
I haven't got my glasses on.
No.
Show my age.
That is a really early 5p. It says it's 5p.
Yeah.
Good.
Whereas, and it wasn't the shilling a 5p.
We've got people screaming at the video now, telling us, isn't it?
Put it in the comments. Make it up for me. You know, whatever. I can't read that without my glasses on. We're bad as each other, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. But oh my goodness me, how wonderful. Yeah.
Remember the Corona bottles? I don't know if
I
you're
did,
probably too young
yes,
for
I
that.
did.
Yeah.
That's what I used to take down to the post office, and you used to get 10p
That's
back
right.
on them.
Yeah, well.
And in the post office, they used to be laid out on the bottom shelf like white mice and paint, paint brushes, chocolate paint brushes, and hundreds and thousands on little, all that, and licorice and blackjacks. Do you remember the little blackjacks? Spangles. Yeah, I used to love spangles and jelly tots. And if we had enough Corona, but I used to be able to carry 3, so I'd get 30p, and I'd come back.
Well, I think
back
in those
for the
days they only
sweeties.
got a couple of pence, didn't they?
Yeah,
So-
you used to get
But
like,
they used to take the bottles,
yeah.
right, and give them their money and take them round the back, right, and then, right, you come back in the shop again, the kids would then go down the passageway, right, pick up the sandwich and bring them back.
Get another 10p. Sneaky little bobos, isn't it?
Yeah.
That looks like a scales.
Got weights here, look.
Yeah. That's a pound. Oh, look at this little one. That's an ounce. Oh, incredible.
So that must have been.
There's another one over there.
Oh yeah. So would this have been for like flour and
When everything was loose in those days.
Yeah, so there was actually because a lot of these shops, because you'd have your grocers obviously, which is what this was, wasn't there? But you'd also have you'd have greengrocers as well, wouldn't there? And butchers and fishmongers and tailors. You had all these little tiny shops in the high street. And they're pretty much gone now, aren't they?
There's tins down here, right, with ABC on it. And I didn't know what on earth that was when I come in, nor did everybody else, but it was different types of teas.
Oh.
So it was fleshless tea sort of
yes,
thing,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And like I said, everything was loose sort of thing, it was pre-packed.
Yeah.
And like you said, the old lady would come in with her shopping list, sit down there, right, and then she'd give him the shopping list.
Oh,
and
okay.
then he'd be going around cutting off the hams and the hocks sort of
Yeah.
thing and stuff like that there.
And then he'd
they would
weigh it
just
out.
Yeah, and obviously, I'll point that out, because that's the original ones they probably would start with,
Yes.
you know, and that was obviously going up to that type of scale. And that was just a super duper one, wasn't it?
Yeah, see, I remember this type of scale in town. And I also remember, see, this to me, marble, would indicate that it's probably wanted to keep something cold. So maybe your cheese or your bacon, ham.
It used to be on the slabs there, didn't it? You know,
yeah.
So that's what it would be on.
That's amazing. There's a few cracks in it, isn't it?
Yeah,
but
well, that was in pieces when one of our stewards saw it.
oh, was it? He's put it back
he
together.
actually put it back together again. So
Beautiful. Oh, look at these. Gosh. Such a trip back down memory lane. I remember one of these scales when my mum used to buy her veg every week, fruit and veg, and the apples would go in here on the scale, and then he'd slide it into a paper bag, whip the paper bag up and give it to my mum. Gosh. It's extraordinary. I feel like I'm about 6 again. Is this a jigsaw?
It's a jigsaw, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. There was a black and white one, and one of our stewards like Googled it, and this come up sort of thing. So she said, "Oh, I'll buy it for the society." So,
oh, amazing.
That's what I say about like different people coming in to do the.
So is that representative of what you could have bought in here? So it's cheese, eggs, bacon,
well,
butter.
I suppose so. Yeah.
Sausages.
Yeah.
What's that? Do you think minced beef?
It looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah.
Gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. If you're enjoying our video, don't forget to like, maybe leave a comment, and subscribe for more videos about walks and days out in Cornwall. That's alright. So we're going to play a bit of a game now. Take yourself back to the 1970s when a prawn cocktail and a trifle was on the dinner menu. We're going to see if we can get an ingredients to make a 1970s style dinner.
What's a classic 1970s food?
Yeah, your mum and dad are coming to dinner.
Oh, are they?
We've got to make dinner.
You better go and clean the toilet then.
Yeah. Spruce the house up.
Yeah.
Get rid of that beard.
Right.
Let's see what we can find.
Have you got your shopping list?
Yes, I have.
You have? Okay.
So I'm going to have salmon pate
nice.
and crackers
Right.
for the starter.
What sort of crackers do you want then?
I would prefer cream crackers.
I'll go and have a look and see if I can find any salmon then. Oh, you found some already, have you?
But
Oh, we got that. Oh, okay.
salmon, tick box.
John West,
No.
pink salmon. Oh, that's nice. Right, what you wanted crackers as well, did you?
Something like crackers. Can we spot any crackers? Or
I
am I
haven't
going
seen any crackers. No, I've got
If it was, it'd be all soggy, wouldn't it? That's the trouble, wouldn't it?
Oh, perhaps you ate them all.
Yeah.
I've got Tesco's for that. That's our starter sorted out. What are we going on to next then?
So, a classic from the 70s that I can think of is quiche Lorraine.
Oh yes.
Yes, the French cuisine was in vogue, wasn't it? So I'm going to need some margarine, flour, eggs, ham. Let's have a look around.
Found your flour.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so you would have sold ham. So we're on for our dinner party so far. For afters, I want to do a trifle. I need some jelly, sponge fingers, I don't know, peaches, tinned peaches, something like
Bit
that.
of custard, maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
Have we got all of those?
I don't know. Go and have a look.
Let's go and have a look.
There's a
Might
box
not be
here
able to do the
somewhere.
trifle.
So we obviously used to
But
sell
do you
them.
remember blancmange? Wibbly wobbly blancmange.
Those sponge fingers you couldn't find.
Yes.
I'll have to go Tesco's for that as well in a minute.
Yeah.
Do you think they might have soaked them in some sort of alcohol?
Sherry.
Sherry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
So
sherry
any
over there, is
sherry?
there? There's got to be.
Got
I
to
can
be
see a
in there,
port. Yep, look.
Where are we?
There.
Oh, here we go, look.
Yeah.
Harvey's Bristol cream.
Yeah.
Is that still going? I'm sure I see how much
Yeah,
that is.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So, to keep the in-laws happy, we must offer them a little tipple. Let's go and see if there's any baby shams. Do you remember
It's a
baby sham
baby
from the
sham.
70s? Ah, look.
There it is.
It doesn't let me down.
Oh,
There they are. I'd love a baby sham.
so baby sham for your dad, some Mackerson stout for your mum. Hairs on her chest.
Well, these things are still going on in name-wise, but they're not probably owned by us anymore. The country, because like Americans have taken over Cadbury's, haven't they? So
Yeah, I believe so. And didn't Fry's go to Nestle? And now
Yes, that's
Nestle
right.
is
Yeah,
owned
yeah, I
abroad,
think
isn't
we
it?
did, yeah.
You might have noticed in this footage that there are loads of brand names, some of which have died and some have survived. We still have Princes today, and we've still got Ambrosia. but maybe the Harvey's Bristol cream. Have you seen that in the supermarkets recently? It's a lot more dominant by Tesco's Luxury or Tesco's Deluxe, isn't it? Or Morrison's, whatever they call it.
Yeah, I mean, some of those you see at Christmas time, don't you? Just a special thing that comes up. You are right, there are brands in here which I'm sure are no longer around. There's some names in here I don't recognise.
Yeah.
I don't upset anybody in case they're still trading.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen Pear Drax drink, have you? That's long gone.
Sanatogen tonic wine, is that still a thing? I'm not sure.
I don't recall that one being around today.
No.
But there's Bisto.
Ah,
gravy.
Bisto.
Whitworth sugar. I'm not sure if that's still around, but
Bird,
I do remember
Bird's
that.
custard. I'm sure that's still going, isn't it?
Yes, and you also see the brands have changed their logos a lot. So like the Ariel and the Persil, they don't look like that anymore, do they? But I do remember those boxes being.
I remember those boxes.
Yeah,
as well.
in my mum's cupboard. And Southern Comfort doesn't brand itself like that anymore, does it?
No, it's not.
Wow. Fry's emergency chocolate ration, 24 2-ounce milk sandwich blocks. Wow. Never a reason that you don't eat chocolate, is there? And an emergency. It obviously had to be Fry's. What's that then? Lions Treasure Chest assortment. Didn't they make, is it tea or biscuits? So what was in it originally?
I think it was biscuits.
Was it tea or
it just says,
biscuits?
I would say probably biscuits, but
Lions made biscuits, didn't they?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh look, they're obviously eyeing them
I was
up.
here one day and I thought, I wonder, and I knew there was nothing in it, and then I lifted the lid and I thought, well, I'm darned, you know.
So that's quite vibrant, isn't it, compared to the rest of the tin?
Yeah.
So imagine when this was all gold and black, and would have been amazing. So what is that then?
Well, that's was a box of apples. That's how
Oh, really?
apples came.
In a crate like that?
In a crate from Australia and
I
New
haven't
Zealand.
looked at all these. So
Yeah.
this is all sorts in here. So there's biscuits there.
Biscuits, yeah.
Meredith and Drew, I haven't heard of that brand.
Oh yes, that's right. That was an
And
old firm.
So presumably this was jam,
What is that?
plum
say?
jam.
Oh yeah, looks like it.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
look,
there's
there
a
you
new-
go.
yeah.
New
Well, that's
Zealand
all the
apples.
What about the Sarah?
Yeah.
You see that there?
This,
Right.
this here.
Right, when I came here, we didn't have a clue what that was for. The sugar used to come in great big lumps.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
I can only assume there was a spring or something going from that bar up
Yeah.
to the little
From there
place
up to there.
Yeah. Yeah.
and that would get stopped up, and that would
Cut the sugar.
Yeah, cut the sugar. And
Oh, I see.
Probably the salt as well.
So the blade
See, that's
is
a
actually
blade.
there.
That's a blade there.
Oh, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And probably sugar as well, Mike, wouldn't
It was
it?
sugar, yeah, it was for sugar.
Because
yeah.
sugar came in great big blocks as well.
So this was the coffee,
Yeah, that's right.
and this presumably is like a bag of
Bag of
coffee
beans,
beans.
yeah.
And what was this doing?
Well, this would
The
be.
husk off of the-
Yeah, so you'd take the husk off. What,
Right.
this bit here would take the husk off,
Yeah,
would it?
you'd
By winding.
Winding the handle,
Yeah.
and it would take that, and then drop down underneath into there.
Yes, and you'd take it out of there, and it would
Pop
go
it
in
there.
here
That's right.
through the funnel at the top. Turn the big handle
Handle at the
back, which is just in shot
Coffee
there.
came down into the.
Oh, okay, and
into
that's
the
where you got your
dusty tin.
coffee grind. Wow.
That's right, your ground coffee, yeah.
So and earlier you were saying about how the smell of the coffee grinds would
Yeah, it would.
bring customers in.
Oh yes, yeah.
Was it quite a character?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and quite a figure in the town.
Well, he used to be seen around the town a lot.
I said that to them, yeah.
Because the two of them, they were twins. You know, I knew both of them. Well, I say knew. I knew Frank, but the other one I didn't know so much. But he was around, you know, and.
Were they identical twins?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Yeah,
So
pretty
did you know
much.
who you were talking to then?
Well, I suppose so. I don't know if I ever saw them together. I don't know, but yeah, they were very, very similar indeed. Yeah, I mean, again, Mike can show you pictures upstairs. We got pictures of them, haven't we? And
Right. Well, and in the parlour there, I showed Andrew sort of thing,
Yeah.
twin boys and that.
because I worked for a cash and carry in Plymouth,
Yeah.
and he was one of our customers.
Ah. What was he like then?
Oh, he's quite a character.
Yeah.
He always came in 10 minutes before closing time.
So keep you there a bit longer.
Well, partly we always used to think to see if there's any bargains. And of course the staff used to sort of scoot round with him saying, you know, what can we get you?
Yes.
What, you know, to try and get him moving,
Yeah.
to get him out by closing time. We had to cash up, you know, all the usual thing.
Yeah.
This would be 8 o'clock at night, you know.
I think he did that on purpose then.
Yeah, more likely, yeah.
Keep you on your toes.
Oh, he was quite a character. Only a small chap.
Well,
you know,
yeah.
quite short.
Yeah.
And of course we used to see him around the town a lot as well. And,
Yeah.
he was always in trouble with his van, you know, getting fined for speeding or
What do you think he would make of this today if he could walk through these doors
well, I
now?
think he'd be absolutely thrilled.
Yeah.
You know, to find that it was literally still the same downstairs. You know, you'll see it's a bit different upstairs, but to find the shop the same, which is what he wanted. You know, when he left it to the society, that was the whole idea.
Oh, we're lucky we haven't nobody in yet.
Behind the shop is the parlour, as Frank would have had it, including his record book. In fact, he kept a lot of things, and upstairs the Tamar Protection Society has a wonderful display including old calendars from when his dad owned the shop, and even the family ration book. That's amazing. Would that be their food ration book? Yes, safeguard your food supply. A big thank you to everybody at the Tamar Protection Society for allowing us to film in Elliott's shop. The shop is actually in Saltash and it is run as a museum by the Tamar Protection Society. It's free to visit, although donations are very welcome. Check out their website for the opening times.
A shadow in the background.
Oh, Sarah, this is fabulous. It's a lovely day. There's so much to see here, isn't it? It's that social history, isn't it? And the Tamar Protection Society have done such an incredible job to preserve this. Yeah, they really need to be credited, don't they?
Well worth a visit. Anyway, have you got my shopping for the dinner party?
I have. We're going to go home and do that now.
Yeah, got the baby shams.
I've got the baby shams. Yeah, I've got that. I've got my Tunis cake. I've got my Robertson's jam.
We're going to have to step back into the 2020s now.
Me, Mr. Natagen.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Nice to meet you. Cheers.
Big thank you to Mike and Philip, and I know you said you didn't want to be on camera, Mike, but we might have got you accidentally, so I hope you don't mind.